Hello everybody, in this video I will be talking about times to trade, and it's very simple. The first rule of thumb is that you want to align whatever you're trading with the time zone where that currency or that commodity is mostly useful to. Let me explain. If you trade the dollar with anything, you want to use, obviously if you want to trade the dollar, which is USD, you want to use American time, right? Or American sessions, such as the New York session or the New York Stock Exchange. Now, what are the different sessions? Very simple. At 8 a.m. Eastern, you have the New York session. At 9:30 a.m. Eastern, you got the New York Stock Exchange. This is the one that I trade, and I will explain why. So I trade the Dow Jones Index or the futures contracts for the Dow Jones. Therefore, I'm very correlated with the stock market. So I trade the stock market hours, such as 9:30. My hours of trading are from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. I do not trade past 11 a.m. Okay, that's me. That's my plan that has given me profitability and consistency. So I only trade for a maximum of an hour and 30 minutes. Majority of the time, I'm done by the first 30 minutes. Sometimes I go the whole hour and a half and I don't take any trades because I do not see any setups. All right. Now, the next thing that you have to understand is what happens if you trade another currency that is not in the American time, such as it's not involving the dollar and it's not involving the stock exchange, such as the indices, right? Great question. So what you would do is, let's say you're trading the GBP, right? That's the British pound. You want to align the GBP with London time. Now, the London session starts at 3 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, it will be like an overnight shift. A lot of people trade gold and a lot of people trade GJ, which is GBP and Japanese yen during this overnight time for the Eastern, right? Now, depending when you are in the world, it might not be 3 a.m. for you. For me, it is. That's why I don't trade that time. I don't find it fun. I don't want to do overnight shifts. Some people do, and that's great. Everybody do whatever it's best for them. I have also seen that the best times to trade are either 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is the New York Stock Exchange time, or the London session. Usually the first 2 hours of those two markets opening. So let's say it is from London, it will be 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. That's prime time for moves. And for the New York Stock Exchange, it's 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Those are the best times to trade. Now, for educational purposes, I'm gonna share the Tokyo session as well, which starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I do not recommend you to trade anything during this session. Sometimes you will see moves, especially on gold or anything Japanese yen related, but based on my experience, I have not been profitable consistently during the Tokyo session. It's also at night, so it can go anywhere from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I do not like those times, but whatever you do, align yourself with time frames or time zones that have the highest volume. The highest volume, you're gonna find it either in London or on the New York Stock Exchange. Personally, I've seen bigger moves on the New York Stock Exchange time, so I give the power to the New York or the American hours for trading, right? But I have also seen massive moves during the London time. So, in conclusion, trade. If you trade US 30 or you trade euro dollar, whatever you trade, take a look at how that currency or that pair moves after 9:30 a.m. and take a look at how it moves after 3 a.m. and then see which one gives you the best moves or the best opportunity for you to make money. At the end of the day, this is something that you have to decide whether it's best for your schedule, for your work times, for where you live, all of the above, right? But ultimately, what I trade is US 30 from 9:30 a.m. Eastern up to 11 a.m. Eastern time. I hope that answered your question. So if you want to follow my steps, then trade during the same times I do. Everything that I'll be sharing in this course or in these videos will be like all my plays, all the money that you see me make or lose is during those times. So if you want to follow my steps, feel free to trade during those times because I believe it's the best times to trade.